New slap for Meg. Queen finally put Sussexes to huge disgrace by reissuing documents strip them. Since leaving the royal family last year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have carved out new lives for themselves in the US. Their American lifestyle has seen them sign huge deals to produce content for Netflix and Spotify. The couple settled in the star-studded area of Montecito, California last year, where they moved into a sprawling mansion. Recently, Meghan and Harry also flew to the East Coast as they embarked on a whistle-stop tour of New York City. The trip was their first major public outing since the birth of their daughter Lilibet in June of this year. This week Meghan also showed her US roots as she wrote to Congress calling for paid leave for parents. Her letter recalled tough moments from her own childhood as well as speaking about her and Harry's parenting of Lilibet, who is their second child after Archie, too. The letter is the latest example of how the Sussexes have continued to campaign on a variety of issues after parting ways with the royal family. In February of this year, Buckingham Palace said Meghan and Harry would be stripped of their honorary titles and patronages. This included all of Harry's beloved military appointments, a blow for a prince who is so passionate about the armed forces. The move came after the couple's dramatic announcement that they wished to step back as senior royals last year. Royal commentator Dylan Howard said Harry's grandmother the Queen was left with no choice but to take back his and Meghan's titles. The journalist is the author of Royals at War, the untold story of Harry and Meghan's shocking split with the House of Windsor. He spoke about the Sussexes losing their titles in the 2021 documentary, Secrets of the Royal, The Markles versus the Monarchy. And the reality was, the Sussexes in another country are isolated from everything the royal family means. And that puts the royal family at peril. So, the Queen had no choice but to strip them of the titles. After a 12-month review of Harry and Meghan's positions by the palace, the Queen confirmed in February of this year that the couple would not return as working members of the firm. She also confirmed that the Sussexes would be stripped of their patronages of the various organizations they represent. Buckingham Palace said the Queen had said, "It is not possible to continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service." Buckingham Palace said in January of last year that Harry and Meghan had agreed not to use their HRH, His/Her Royal Highness, titles. The Queen said that after many months of conversations an agreement had been reached with the Sussexes about their titles and that they would repay £2.4 million of taxpayers' cash for the refurbishment of Frogmore Cottage. However, embarrassing Meghan Markle's latest letter is exactly what Queen feared. Royal author Robert Jobson claimed Meghan has always been political. The Queen had known about Meghan's political views and ambition, which could become embarrassing for the royal family, Mr. Jobson explained. Mr. Jobson said, "This is what the Queen feared because now she's free to say whatever she likes. She'll now start talking about her political views and ambitions. And she might stir them up, which then becomes embarrassing." Twitter user argued, if she penned that letter as as a concerned citizen, it still would be embarrassing, but to present as D&D of Sussex they are treading on an influence of foreign entity. I think this needs to be investigated. British titles are not free rein to do anything you want. As part of the Megxit deal, Harry and Meghan continue to be known as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, although they cannot actively use their HRH titles. As a fourth Twitter user fumed, "Of course she used her title inappropriately. It's part of defining how important she thinks she is now she married Harry."